The Sacred Scandal of Wakanda. Episode 3, The Redemption of Wakanda Kingdom. Years had passed since the scandal shook Umoya, and the village had gradually regained its equilibrium. Oluwaseun, now a young man, had emerged as a beacon of hope and reconciliation. He embodied both the memory of the past and the promise of a brighter future, earning respect for his natural charisma and wisdom despite his complex heritage. Oluwaseun had grown to bear a striking resemblance to Omolara. Ayadio, despite the painful memories, admired and deeply loved her son. Pastor Adebayo, despite the painful past, continued his work and faith in God. His faith only grew stronger. His sermons took on new dimensions, covering topics such as, what God cannot do does not exist, your faith in God will be tested, living a life of purpose, overcoming fear with faith, God's provision in times of need, and the importance of forgiveness. These sermons drew people closer to God, and Pastor Adebayo became a sought-after speaker in the kingdom. In this time of healing, Wakanda faced new challenges. A severe drought had gripped the land, leaving the once fertile fields of Umoya barren. The dry, cracked earth and dwindling water sources made the villagers weary and desperate. The village elders convened in a somber meeting, seeking solutions. The villagers looked to their leaders for guidance, and Oluwaseun, with his unique blend of spiritual insight and practical knowledge, was poised to help. One evening, while meditating by the sacred baobab tree, Oluwaseun had a vision. The ancestors visited and spoke to him, revealing the location of a hidden spring deep within the forbidden forest. This spring, they said, contained the purest water in all of Wakanda and could save the village from the drought. The next morning, Oluwaseun shared his revelation with his mother and Pastor Adebayo. They encouraged him to present his vision to the village elders. After hearing his account, the elders instructed Oluwaseun to find the spring and bring the water back to Umoya. Despite some skepticism, the dire situation convinced them to support the mission. Pastor Adebayo, understanding the task's importance, offered to join his son, but Oluwaseun objected. Gathering a group of trusted friends and some warriors, including his best friend Kwame, a skilled warrior from Ghana, and Nia, a brilliant engineer, Oluwaseun set out on the perilous journey. The Forbidden Forest, known as the Forest of No Return, was legendary for its ancient spirits and hidden dangers. As they ventured deeper into the forest, they encountered numerous trials. They faced treacherous terrain, wild beasts, and mysterious illusions meant to deter the unworthy. Each challenge tested their resolve and unity. At one point, they reached a clearing where they had to solve an ancient puzzle to continue. With Oluwaseun's guidance and the skills of his companions, they overcame each obstacle, drawing closer to the heart of the forest. One night, as they camped under the canopy of ancient trees, a shadowy figure approached. It was Omolara, now living as a hermit in the depths of the forest. Drawn by a sense of responsibility and a desire for redemption, he had been following their journey. Omolara offered his help, knowing the forest's secrets better than anyone. Though hesitant, the group accepted, recognizing that their mission was greater than their mistrust. Omolara's knowledge proved invaluable, guiding them safely through the forest's most dangerous paths. Finally, they reached the hidden spring, a serene and mystical oasis. The water was as pure and sparkling as the ancestors had promised. The air was filled with a sense of peace and rejuvenation. The group performed a ritual to honor the spirits and the spring's sacred nature. As they filled their containers, a sense of triumph and relief washed over them. The journey had not only been about saving their village but also about healing old wounds and forging new bonds. Returning to Umoya, they were greeted as heroes. The water from the hidden spring was distributed, and within days, its effects were miraculous. Crops began to revive, and the village's water sources were replenished. The transformation renewed the villagers' sense of hope and unity. Oluwaseun, now more than ever, was seen as a leader who could bridge the past and the future. Omolara, having redeemed himself through his actions, was allowed to return to Umoya and live on the village's outskirts. He continued his work, dedicating himself to helping others and atoning for his past mistakes. The redemption of Wakanda became a celebrated tale, a story of courage, forgiveness, and the enduring power of unity. Under Oluwaseun's guidance, Umoya thrived once again, its people united by the trials they had faced and the lessons they had learned. Thus, the kingdom of Wakanda continued to shine, its legacy enriched by the strength and wisdom of its people. Thank you for watching. How did you feel about Omolora's role in this episode? Should he be fully accepted back into Umoya? Like and share your thoughts. Don't forget to subscribe.